Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We're going to go ahead and get right into the video. I'm starting with some moisturizer. All the products will be listed down below and I'll try to get a good look at them on the camera. So we're going to moisturize the face because we don't want to have dry skin under our makeup because it starts looking, you know, crackled. And we don't want that. So we're going to do that. We're going to put some chapstick on because I would be very embarrassed to have my crusty lips. They are crusty, but who says chapstick don't help? Okay. Milk of Magnesia to use as a primer. We're going to put that primer all over the face, mostly in our T-zone area. Usually when people have very textured skin, you put the Milk of Magnesia there and it really does kind of even it out and get rid of some of that texture just to give a smooth look. And it helps me a lot as well because I have textured skin. I don't care what anybody says. So we're going to let that dry. And then we're going to add some Black Radiance liquid highlighter. And I think this is called like underpainting. I haven't gotten into doing like the blush underpainting part because I'm afraid. I guess I'm going to just have to try it. But yeah, this is a little slight underpainting if that's what it's called. So we're going to put that on there. We're going to rub that in. I'm sorry. I do the little smacking thing. Sorry, it's rude, but I'm sorry. So we're gonna go in with some Fit Me powder and kind of get any of that shininess out. We do not want to be dry, but we definitely don't want to be shiny either. So let's start with our eyebrows next, brushing them out to get the desired look and then filling them in to pretty much highlight and accentuate our brows. Because you don't have a face without a brow. Okay, baby? Get into it. I'm about to feel myself in a second here. Y'all gonna see. Because it's just like, I know y'all be looking at yourself when y'all do y'all makeup and be like, I see the vision. Like, yeah. Without the vision, the people perish. And we don't perish with the faces over here. We're just gonna finish filling in that brow on the other side as well. And I like this brow a lot more than I did the other one. I'm taking note of how I'm filling it at the front a little bit below the actual hairs, and it obviously gives it a thicker look, but to me it looks a lot more natural and effortless. The other one looks like trained and really, you know, shaped. I don't know, it's weird to me, but I like this one better. I always usually have a most favorite brow. My most favorite brow child. Okay, so after we do that, clean it up. You know, I made a little mistake, but nothing some concealer can't fix. Speaking of concealer, we're gonna go in with some of this concealer. I think it's LA Pro Girl, of course. I know it is. That's all I can afford. And we are going to clean up the underbrow. I'm using a little concealer that's a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone to kind of give it a highlight, like an effortless highlight, as well as actually cleaning up the shape. Blend that out, switch to the other side and do the same. Definitely want to brush through the brows to give it like an even color, also to just put the hairs exactly where you want them. And this is the ideal time, well actually right after you finish your brow is the ideal time to put on some brow gel and get those babies stuck down, okay, just so they don't move and they look really smooth. But I don't have any for this video, so that's just a little extra tip. Get into it. Brush those babies out. You see, I tried to make that one look thicker because I like the way the other one looked. And on top of the brow, I am going to use a darker concealer or a foundation, your preference, choose ye this day. And we're going to use a darker one just so that it blends in with the foundation and we don't have like a highlight on top and under the brow. Some people like it, and actually I like it sometimes on people, but I don't do it very well. So I just use a darker one that will blend in with my foundation a lot more seamlessly. Then we're gonna go in with our foundation. Foundation is key. I'm gonna mix those two colors because it's winter time, and this one is the collab. It's a lot lighter than the Fenty that I just used, so I need that because in the winter I can get very pale. I can get pretty pale, so I like to keep my regular Fenty that I use usually you know, any other time of the year because I want to have some color, and to me this is like a really perfect blend for my skin at this time of year. So yeah, it's December if you're watching this at another time. December 2020, thank God it's almost over. Now we're going to go in with some concealer because we need to get rid of some of these ugly spots, and I'm beautiful, you know, you know, what is it? I don't forgot the verse. Beautifully and wonderfully made. I really am. But I still don't like the bags under my eyes or the mustache on my lip. So I'm going to use this concealer to clean all of that up, just to hide it for a few hours while I'm trying to look cute. No low self-esteem, but I just want to feel good, you know. And so I bring it pretty far down on my cheeks because I want it to blend into my contour, kind of like an ombre effect. Because later in a few seconds, we're going to go ahead and put a even lighter concealer on the inside of all of our concealed spots to actually highlight. So the first concealer is for concealing those lines and marks. And then the second one is to actually give it a highlight. And so we only like to put a little bit in those areas, so you know, we're not too bright but definitely highlighted. And then we're going to let that dry down. So while we're letting that dry down, I decided to go ahead and start on my eyeshadow look. What I wanted to do, I'm going to blend that concealer up into my brows. If you watch me here, see that, yeah, blend that in there just so it's seamless, you know, not too many different colors going on there. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just chose, like, I just let the Lord lead me. I didn't know, so I had to take a moment. And then, so this is literally like a freestyle look. So we're gonna go in with this really pretty pink from a Juvia's Place palette. That's pretty much all I have. Those are the only palettes I have, really, unless they're like super drugstore, and I don't really use those, but I have them. So I love this pink. I love pink in general, the color pink, but I love the way this pink is popping, man. And even when you're applying eyeshadow, remember not to swipe and drag, to like dab, do that. Yeah, you do that with your foundation and you do that with eyeshadow. Yeah, you only kind of drag or whatever you want to call it when you're blending. And then we're going to go in with some of this purple. Man, I love this purple too. I really wish I knew how to do color a little bit better, because I would have went wild with the purple. The purple gives. And so I took a lighter like color that was, it's like a really soft pink, and I'm using that to go and blend out the top of that pink so it's not like a harsh line. But look at what you get when you use dirty brushes, because it's dirty because I just used it for the purple, and you can kind of see on the inside of my eye that it's purple there. So yeah, that's not great, but who cares? Let's keep moving. So I'm going to cut my crease, and it looks a mess right now, but I'm going to clean it up, get that crease all cleaned up. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people who clean the color off in those areas that they want the cut crease before, and I agree that you should, but I forgot this time, so I didn't. And then I'm just going to go in with like a shimmer on the inside, and then we're going to go ahead finally and blend out the concealer just around the harsh parts of the concealer. We don't want to blend like the middle until now. We'll blend it out with a beauty blender, and it doesn't even really have to be damp, like very much dry, honestly, just a little bit of water. And then we're going to apply that translucent powder under the eyes, and translucent powder under the eyes only. Then we're going to go in, is that translucent? I can't, yes, that is still translucent powder on my mustache area. Usually, in the way that I was actually taught, I'm kind of going off on my own thing, I would use a darker concealer everywhere else, which I probably still will in a little bit. And right here, I'm going to use that palette to contour, just using a powder to contour. Some people use like a liquid or a cream before and then use that powder like a bronzer. But no, not me. I'm lazy. And about this point, I'd be ready to be done. So yeah, and I'm going to use that same powder to go in on my nose to get that contour, which I really should have done before I did my brows, but you know, freestyle. Yep, just doing everything the same way in all the different places. So here I am with a darker, like more skin tone powder, or you could use like a banana powder in these areas as well to get a good highlight, but not too light, because I do like to have my under eye stand out a little bit more than all the other areas on my face. And just blend that in real good. Blend it in real good. See, period. Now we're going back and adding a little more shimmer because I need it. I felt like I need it. And I used one brush for this entire look. As you can see on the brush, it's pink, it's purple, it's shimmer. And I don't advise it, but that was just me. Adding a little more pink because we lost it there some with that shimmer. Yeah, cleaning it up, adding a little more. And I like it. How about you? How about you? Looks like we're adding a little more purple as well. You go, girl. Feeling myself. Y'all saw the smile? Then we're going to use the foundation brush to blend out that under eye powder. And it does look a really, really, really light. But I like that. And then it gives me room to have that blush and still have a highlighted area. And then we're going to go in with some actual shimmer highlight. Just in circular motions, a little bit over the stash, a little bit on the nose. Yes, ma'am, nose. And so now for our eyes, to finish those off, we're going to put on mascara on our natural lashes to just kind of make them stand out and be able to blend on top, stand out on the bottom. One day I'm going to put some bottom lashes on. But look at them. They look good right now. And then I'm going to go under my eye with a shadow just to kind of give myself a liner look. I definitely should have done this before I wiped off the powder under my eyes just to prevent any fallout or, you know, having any fallout, but I didn't. I'm going to apply the glue right onto my lid because I feel like it dries faster and it's easier for me to just pop them on. As you can see, pop, pop. Now these lashes are ghetto. You want to know why? Because these lashes were not made like that. I cut some lashes in half because I saw somebody do like end lashes and I wanted to try it. So looky, I like it. And then I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little eyeliner. I think I'm cheating, if it's considered cheating, because I didn't do a full eyeliner all the way across. I just put some at the front where you could see. And that's nobody's business because it's still giving a look. Still giving. Okay, now it's time to get rid of some of that chapstick so that we can put on the lip. Outline it with a brown matte lip gloss and then cover it up, blend that liner in kinda with a pink matte lip gloss, and we're definitely gonna add some gloss onto it. Yes sir, yes sir, there goes the gloss. I don't know about y'all, but I think sis gave what needed to be given, and sis thinks she did too. Uh-oh, braids. Okay then, peace. Sis threw on her piece. Smile, smile. Hallelujah. I love you and Jesus loves you too. Bye, y'all. Period. Period. Yes. Period. Angles, baby. Angles and angels. Oh, bye guys. Love you. Thanks for tuning in.